The story begins with a man named Lu Jin, the main character of the movie. He was the CEO of a huge company called the VN Group, but he loved food so much that he visited different restaurants to try their dishes. Years passed, but he still never found food in any restaurant that truly matched his taste. Whenever he liked the food and management of a place, even slightly, he bought that restaurant and added it to his hotel chain. One day, while he was enjoying a dish at a hotel, his manager remarked that the time he spent eating could be used to buy another hotel. Lu Jin became furious and told him that nothing was more important than food, and for this remark, he removed him from the company. As Lu Jin was leaving the office, he saw a girl in the parking lot scratching his car. The girl's name was Gu Shinzi. Her friend had told her to scratch a black UD9 parked on the second floor because it belonged to her boyfriend who cheated on her. When she realized she was actually on the third floor and the car did not belong to her friend's boyfriend, but to someone else, she apologized to Lu Jin and said she would fix it. She did not repair the scratches, but instead made a heart on the car's bonnet. Lu Jin drove away angrily. Shinzi lived with her dog and friend in an apartment and worked as a chef at a 5-star hotel, but no one liked her dishes because she only cooked traditional food. She loved the hotel manager, and he had been dating her for a long time. That day, when Shinzi suggested taking their relationship to the next level, her manager told her he preferred plump, curvy women instead of someone with just a skeleton frame. Ironically, she thought about gifting him an anatomy textbook next time. His words hurt her deeply. Meanwhile, Lu Jin visited the same hotel where Shinzi worked. The staff knew he was the CEO of a huge company and that he was there to consider adding their hotel to his chain, so they tried hard to impress him. Lu Jin, along with his assistant and employees, inspected the rooms. The head chef then served him the hotel's famous dish, but he disliked it and spat it out. Many other dishes followed, but he liked none of them. The manager went to Shinzi and asked her to make something traditional that might please Lu Jin. The senior chef mocked her, saying she couldn't even make a salad, let alone a special dish. Shinzi smelled all the dishes in the kitchen and began preparing something new. She didn't know she was cooking for the same man whose car she scratched earlier. When Lu Jin tasted her dish, he was amazed. Being an excellent chef himself, he could sense every element she had used. He finished the dish completely. All the chefs and even the manager praised her cooking. Lu Jin told his assistant to postpone all his meetings because he would be eating and staying there. That day, Shinzi was very upset about her breakup. She went to the hotel's rooftop to drink and accidentally fell onto Lu Jin's balcony. Hearing the noise, he came out and asked what she was doing there, saying he would call the police. Drunk, she mistook him for the manager, held his legs, and asked why he dumped her and if she looked that ugly. Then she fell asleep right there. Lu Jin put her in a suitcase and left her in the elevator. When the staff found her, they thought Lu Jin misbehaved with Shinzi or did something very wrong with her and called the police, who arrested him. Later, his assistant and Shinzi's friend came and bailed him out. Shinzi also came to the police station, and her friend apologized on her behalf. While leaving, she told Lu Jin he was standing on dog poop. Just then, his assistant brought the car, and Lu Jin threw his shoes away and left. The next day, Shinzi went to get a child's umbrella from a tree outside the hotel, which some naughty kid had hung there. It was stuck in a beehive, and when she pulled it, the bees attacked. The children and Shinzi ran away, but the bees ended up stinging Lu Jin, who was passing by. His face swelled up, so Shinzi apologized again. Lu Jin told his assistant to give her a watch so he would be alerted whenever she came near. Still, he did not know that the chef whose food he loved so much was her. Shinzi was also unaware that the biggest fan of her dishes was Lu Jin. Lu Jin would always order new dishes in the hotel, and Shinzi would prepare all of them and send them to him. She would make one special dish after another and get them served to Lu Jin in a very fine manner, and he would eat her food with great delight. One day, the hotel manager went to meet Shinzi and told her he no longer liked chubby girls, as he had started going to the gym, even asking her to touch his chest to check. Then he suggested she visit his house that night, at which she insulted him with harsh words and walked away. At night, when Shinzi went home, she told her friend that she had been working a lot lately because she wanted to impress the future owner of the hotel with her dishes so that he would make her the senior chef. The next day, some reporters came to the hotel to interview Lu Jin, and only when Shinzi realized that the man she had been bothering all along was actually the CEO of the VN Group, the one planning to buy their hotel. That day, she put an excessive amount of spices into Lu Jin's dish, which brought tears to his eyes. But he still loved the taste so much that he refused to stop eating. In the end, Shinzi served him a dessert she had made by combining his favorite ingredients, and he loved that too. After eating the dessert, Lu Jin became eager to meet the chef who had been making delicious food for him all this time, but Shinzi refused to meet him. Lu Jin then went to the kitchen himself to meet her, but Shinzi ran away because she feared he would fire her if he saw her. A little later, when Lu Jin went to the washroom, a spoon fell from the toilet and someone picked it up. Thinking it was a thief, Lu Jin closed the door and hid there. Shinzi came out of the toilet and tried to sneak away, but Lu Jin caught her and asked if she had followed him there as well, adding that he wondered why her watch was not working. She told him the battery was dead. At that moment, another man arrived, and Shinzi ran away, but Lu Jin recognized from her chef's uniform that she was the one who had been making the dishes for him. The next day, when Shinzi came to work, Lu Jin came to meet her and asked if everything she had done with him so far was just a coincidence or if she had done it on purpose. Shinzi replied with a cute expression that she had not done anything deliberately. After that, Lu Jin told her to bake a cake and left. While he was peacefully enjoying the cake later, his father called and asked why he was still there, telling him to pack up quickly and move to another hotel. Hearing this, Lu Jin became very sad because he had started enjoying Shinzi's cooking very much. The next day, when he called the reception to ask Shinzi to cook for him, he was told she was on leave, so he brought all the groceries to Shinzi's house. When he rang the bell, she opened the door and he entered to find the whole flat in a terrible mess, with things scattered everywhere. He even saw Shinzi's dog there. Lu Jin cleared some clothes off the sofa and sat down to eat comfortably, although one thing looked suspiciously like it was trying to escape him. That day, he had brought lobster for Shinzi to cook. She prepared the dish with all her heart and served it to him. When she sat down to eat with him, he told her he ate alone and asked her to leave, so she took her food to the kitchen. She asked him if he also did not eat with his friends or family, and he said that just as bathing alone was personal for her, eating alone was personal for him. After a while, when she finished her food and came out, she saw that Lu Jin was asleep on the sofa. The next morning, when he woke up, he realized he had fallen asleep there last night. He went to look for Shinzi and found her still sleeping. From then on, every day, Lu Jin would bring groceries to her home, ask her to cook for him, eat, and then sleep there. Many days passed like this, with Shinzi cooking new dishes for him every day. During this time, Lu Jin's assistant started dating Shinzi's friend. One day, while Lu Jin was at her home, heavy rain started, and there was leakage inside. They sat under an umbrella together and enjoyed each other's company. However, the next day, Lu Jin neither came to her home nor to the hotel. Worried, she went with her friend to his house. Lu Jin's assistant let them in but tried to stop Shinzi from meeting him. She pushed her way in and saw another girl serving food to Lu Jin. She asked him who that person was, and Lu Jin told her it was his personal chef, Ling. Ling said she had been his personal chef for 7 years. Then Lu Jin told Shinzi that Ling was on vacation, which was why he had been coming to her for meals. After that, Shinzi walked away angrily. Later, when Shinzi was working in the hotel kitchen, Lu Jin's personal chef came there and asked her how long she had been doing that job. Shinzi replied that she had been doing it for 5 years. Ling told her that, compared to her, she was still a complete newbie, and then added that Lu Jin also liked her cooking, so she should work with her. Ling suggested that she cook for him 5 days a week, while Ling would cook the other 2 days on weekends. She even gave her a list of what to cook for Lu Jin on each day and left. Shinzi, however, tore the list into pieces and threw it away, feeling very angry because she did not want anyone else to cook for Lu Jin besides herself. The next day, when Shinzi returned to work, their senior chef arrived and told all the chefs to stop cooking because the Wen group had taken over the hotel and wanted better chefs, so they had all been fired. At that moment, Lu Jin arrived, and Shinzi went to the staff room to take her belongings from the drawer. When Lu Jin approached her, she asked if he had fired everyone, and he replied yes, explaining that he was going to turn the place into an international standard boutique hotel. However, he wanted her to be his personal chef. Shinzi told him he could not enjoy dishes from two chefs at the same time and must choose between them. She also asked if they could not work for his international hotel and whether he had any feelings at all. She questioned how he could fire everyone so easily. Lu Jin told her that he did not think like her. His job was to replace people with better ones, and he could not let emotions harm his business. Hearing this, Shinzi told him she could not work with an emotionless person like him, called him a pig, though honestly, she admitted later that the pig might be more empathetic and walked away. Now Shinzi was unemployed like her and became very sad. On the other hand, Lu Jin also missed her deeply. Then, Lu Jin left Shanghai for the UK. When Shinzi learned about this, she cried a lot in front of her friend, saying she had been very rude to him even though she liked him a lot. She wished she could have told him how much she liked him and admitted that thinking about him was driving her crazy. Lu Jin reached London, where his personal chef brought him food, but instead of eating eagerly, he sat very sadly. Ling told him to eat and left. The next day, when Lu Jin met his father asked him what had happened in Shanghai and reminded him not to take work matters to heart. Lu Jin suggested they have breakfast together, noting that it had been a long time since they had done so. While eating, he asked his father if he had ever loved anyone. His father replied that he loved his mother the most, and now he loved him the most. After that, Lu Jin called his assistant and said they would return to Shanghai before going to New York. Meanwhile, Shinzi was wandering on the road with her dog, unemployed. She went to sell the watch Lu Jin had given her, but it started ringing and she saw Lu Jin's car. As soon as she saw him, she took a taxi and fled, hiding in a vegetable market. Lu Jin followed her there and found her dog. He told the dog that if it led him to Shinzi, he would give it delicious food. The dog then guided him to her, but she locked herself inside a transparent room. Lu asked her to open the door, saying he wanted to tell her something important, but she refused, saying she hated him and telling him to go to his personal chef because she would never cook for him again. Lu Jin told her she was not just a chef to him, but someone very special, and he liked her a lot. He asked her to open the door. Shinzi, blushing, told him she would only open it if he admitted she was the most beautiful girl in the world. Lu Jin agreed, saying she was indeed the most beautiful girl in the world. Hearing this, Shinzi became very happy. After that, Lu Jin took Shinzi to a building near her flat, where they watched the sunset together because Shinzi had always wanted to see the sun setting from there. They expressed their emotions to each other, and the movie ended there.